How to speak so people respect you. Welcome to Stoic Philosophy for Life, where silence builds strength, discipline shapes destiny, and wisdom leads the way. There is a way of speaking that carries the weight of mountains, a way of expressing yourself that silences rooms, not with fear, but with reverence. And it does not come from loud voices. It does not come from clever words. It comes from inner discipline, from restraint, from a soul forged in silence. We begin with a simple truth. What you say is nothing compared to how you say it. Seneca once wrote, "Speech that's restrained carries more force." He was right. The man who does not rush to fill the air with noise, the man who lets silence breathe between his words, the man who speaks only when his words outweigh the silence. That man commands attention without ever demanding it. This is not charm. This is not performance. This is alignment between thought, feeling, and speech. And you cannot speak like that until you have mastered yourself. Let us walk through it. Speak less, but mean more. Most people speak to relieve their anxiety. They flood conversations with noise to feel important. But the more you speak, the more you dilute your power. As Epictetus taught, nature gave us one tongue and two ears so that we could listen twice as much as we speak. The wise man listens more, observes more, and when he finally speaks, his words feel earned. Each word is chosen. Each sentence carries weight. In a world of noise, precision becomes dominance. Speak not to impress. Speak to reveal truth. And speak only when your silence would weigh heavier than your words. Eliminate emotion, not humanity. There is a common mistake. To speak with respect is not to speak coldly, but your speech must never be ruled by emotion. Not by pride, not by anger, not by fear. When insulted, respond without heat. When praised, accept without attachment. When challenged, speak not to win, but to clarify. Marcus Aurelius practiced this every day, in court, in senate, in war. A voice like a still river, calm, measured, but unstoppable. Emotion clouds words, but discipline clarifies them. We do not deny our humanity. We deny the chaos that seeks to enslave it. Choose precision over power. Your words are blades. Use them surgically. Say exactly what you mean. No more, no less. Avoid exaggeration. Avoid gossip. Avoid empty praise. In a world saturated by noise, clarity is revolutionary. The man who speaks clearly, who chooses words with care, who lets his speech mirror the sharpness of his mind, that man's voice echoes long after he's gone. He does not need volume. He does not need showmanship. Precision is his sword, and silence is his shield. Align speech with character. What gives your words true weight is not merely your voice. It is your life. You can say all the right things, but if your life is chaos, your words are hollow. If you preach discipline but live indulgence, if you speak wisdom but act in foolishness, the world will feel your contradiction. But when your speech is simply the outward expression of your inner order, you never need to convince anyone. You never need to prove anything. You speak, and the world listens, because real power does not scream. It radiates. Speak with the respect you have earned for yourself, and you will naturally earn the respect of others. Let silence be your final word. There is a kind of strength greater than any argument. Silence. When someone mocks you, when someone misunderstands you, when someone tries to bait you into reaction, you choose silence, not as surrender, but as a declaration. Your words do not command me. Musonius Rufus taught, it is not necessary to react to every provocation. In silence, we often win battles that words would only prolong. When you hold your tongue, especially when it burns to be used, you master yourself. And that mastery commands far more respect than any clever comeback ever could. Silence is not emptiness. It is dominion. over yourself, over your ego, over the moment itself. Remove the need to be understood. There is immense freedom in releasing the burden of being understood. To walk through the world without craving validation. This is the silent defiance of a soul that has found its anchor within. Epictetus reminds us, if someone speaks ill of you, do not defend yourself against the accusations, but reply, he obviously does not know the rest of my faults, or he would not have mentioned only these. When you let go of the compulsion to explain yourself, you reclaim all the energy once scattered by insecurity. We do not need the world's approval to be at peace. We need only to know ourselves deeply and ruthlessly. That is our fortress. That is our weapon. That is our edge. And that is how we rise. Silently, unshaken, unbothered. The Stoic way to command respect through speech. To speak so that people respect you, you must first respect yourself. Speak less, but mean more. Eliminate impulsive emotion. Choose clarity and precision. Align your words with your life. Let silence be your sword when words would betray you, and release the desperate need to be understood. This is the way of Stoic philosophy. This is the path we walk at Stoic Philosophy for Life. If this message struck something deep within you, then you already know. This path is not about performing. It's not about impressing. It's about mastering yourself and letting your very presence do the talking. Until next time, stay silent where you must, speak with force when you must, and never forget. The strongest voice is the one rooted in unshakable discipline.